Do Sandy police officers make enough money to hire and then keep those staff around?
Well, that's the central question council members will debate starting tomorrow. And I found out a pay hike could soon be on the table. The cost to Sandy City, more than $2 million.
There's a lot of competition right now for qualified law enforcement officers.
A proposed plan will be laid out tomorrow at the Sandy City Council that their officers need to be paid more. Sandy City Police Sergeant Clay Swensen says it's much needed.
The culture in law enforcement has changed quite a bit over the last couple years. So it's getting harder and harder to attract people to the profession and keep good people in the profession.
Money talks, but is it enough to attract and keep good officers?
We're seeing restaurants that can't staff their lobbies. We're seeing businesses that can't find employees. So yeah, that's the reality of the post-pandemic marketplace. And policing is no different.
Right now, the department has 10 vacant patrol officer positions. Councilwoman Monica Zoltansky says that's a significant hit that impacts the entire city.
There's a race to the top right now in Utah. If you look at Salt Lake City, South Salt Lake, West Jordan, South Jordan, it's no longer everybody is in these competitive pay bands. There's a huge disparity.
The police presentation council members will see tomorrow says there's a new need for an aggressive pay increase. Only Draper and Unified Police pay patrol officers less than Sandy City. 10 other departments throughout the Salt Lake Valley pay more, including South Salt Lake, which pays starting officers almost $6 an hour more.
What do you say to folks that want to take resources away from the department?
No way, not in Sandy.
How come?
Our residents express full-throated support for our police officers.
Now, tomorrow's debate is just that. There will be no vote. At least there's not one expected by the council. And also the public can show up and weigh in online on this issue as well.
Tonight, we are following breaking news. 4 people hospitalized tonight after a violent attack at an Orem home.
We do know multiple people were stabbed near 1400 South, 700 East. Jeremy Harris joins us live from the scene tonight. So, Jeremy, we understand police have arrested someone.
They have, and their investigation here in Orem remains very active. You can see behind me, police still have a large presence outside of this home. They're going through a lot of evidence. They've now gotten a warrant to go inside. We don't know too much about what happened other than 3 people were stabbed and a person was arrested, but we do know that this was a very violent attack. We spoke with witnesses. They tell me it was just before 6 o'clock when multiple people came running out of the house saying they had been stabbed and were screaming for help. When Orem officers arrived, they found 3 people with stab wounds. All were rushed to the hospital. The suspect was also taken to the hospital, but police have not released their conditions or if anybody's injuries are life-threatening. Now, officers, they were able to arrest that suspect. He has not yet been identified, and I spoke with several neighbors tonight who described the chaos.
I call 911. I'm like someone's been stabbed or shot. Like, I didn't know what was going on. So then they're like, yeah, we're already on our way.
We know police brought in a K-9 to do a search around a car that was parked on the street, but it's not clear how or if that car is connected. Neighbors say the people in the house run several businesses, including a food truck. One witness who saw the arrest said she had not seen the attacker at that home before. Now, tonight, we've been able to see several videos, doorbell camera videos of what happened. They do involve children who are running for help, so we're not going to show those. But it really was a violent, very chaotic, and just disturbing situation here in Orem. Police say they can't release any additional details tonight, but they are expecting to give us an update in the morning. Back to you.
Well, basically, the entire state of Utah has benefited from recent rains last week and over the weekend. As Daniel Woodruff reports and found out today, there's one benefit in particular that could make a huge difference this winter.
Here in Big Cottonwood Canyon, heavy rainstorms certainly push water into streams and ponds like this one. But the biggest impact these recent storms have had here on the soil. It's about as nice a day as you can ask for.
Not too hot, it's nice and breezy.
Perfect for Rihanna and Allison to hit the trails.
We just got done hiking Donut Falls.
It's a mild day after a weekend of storms.
I'm very happy for it because we've needed it.
Water is top of mind right now, especially in this drought.
If all of this is going to survive the way it is now, then it has to keep happening.
The rain didn't fill up our low reservoirs, but it did make one important impact.
If you look at the state average soil moisture, we've actually spiked to pretty much a record value for this time of year. for the summer. So
David Church is with the National Weather Service.
Last year, we didn't have good soil moisture, and the snow didn't run off because it got sucked into the ground.
Right.
Is that going to happen this winter?
So while this is really helpful in the short term right now, it's a little early to say if it's going to be helpful for the winter.
That depends on what happens this fall. For now, being here in the canyon offers a sense of rejuvenation and hope.
We still have running water, and maybe we can kind of, get back from these droughts and whatnot.
Meteorologists say it's critical to have a good few wet months to make sure that the soil remains at that moist level that it needs to be, and hopefully a good winter to help fill up those reservoirs.